Okay, folks, Larry Pesavento for TFNN. I bring up the chart here of the gold. Those of you that get the newsletter, I thought that we were going to have a possible top up here at the 36.55 area. That did not work. I'm going to go down to the smaller time frame just to show you what we were looking at. You'll notice here that we went up to the 382 retracement here last night after the break. There's where I thought the top was. Stayed here, then it came down, had a $1,500 profit in it at one time, and then, of course, it turned and went negative. The most you should have lost on this is about $7, because once you went above this level, you knew something was seriously wrong. But it still went higher. It brings me to a principle that I learned when I was at Drexel Burnham from 1976 through 1982, and that is I sat down with the director in New York, and he said, you know, we have a great clientele here. They're accustomed to losing money, and they're accustomed to making money. The two things they're not accustomed to is losing all their money. And the second thing is, he says, don't ever try to talk your customer out of doing something that he wants to do. He said they will never forgive you for that. And folks, I can attest to that. It's happened to me a few times in my career. It happened to me over the weekend. Someone asked me a question about one of the triple-digit stocks that's going up quite a bit. And I said, I can't buy it here because it's reached all the objectives that I can find, and I would be out on the sidelines. And the first day it went down, and he called me or sent me a text and saying, gee, that's great. I thank you very much. In the next 2 days, it's jumped about $11. Now, it's $7 higher than where he got out. But he was very angry that I got him out of the trade. I tried to tell him that it wasn't my decision to do that, but that's what happens when you give someone an advice and it doesn't work out. And believe me, folks, you got to remember you're responsible for these trades. I can give you the best ideas of what I'm looking at, but that's all I can tell you. There's going to be a top up here in gold. When I'm not sure, probably sometime in the near future. That's about as close as I can get. The one thing I can tell you is if we make new highs in the stock market above where we were last Friday at 65.35 in the S&P, then it's time for this old cowboy to really reevaluate my future as a technician, because I can't see any reason why it's going to go any higher. We'll be right back. 877-927-6648. Jeff Hughes is our guest.